Claude for that type of stuff, in my opinion, is much better. And as Sherry was saying, you can get it to not write like it's AI, right? I might have, like for our meetings, I'll do the summary in one thing or another in ChatGPT, but then if I want to turn it into an email, I'll load what ChatGPT came up with, load it into Claude, which knows my voice better, meaning the way I write and speak. It knows, and then I can tell it, this is a sales material, so give it the best of Dan Kennedy, Gary Halbert, John Carlton, using my voice. You can give it directive like that. Um, and again, I do a lot of have one spit something out, you know, load it up into the other one, and then tell it to improve it, and then back and forth, or have one give a report on something, feed it into the other one, and say, give me an analysis of this report, and then build upon it from there.
Yeah, I was gonna say, the one thing that's helpful is to train it to work in your style, which Jason was inferring a little bit there. My style guide is about 90 pages of text of what how it works with all the different companies I work with and everything else. So if Jason, you wanted your staff to write something in your style, what they can do is then, even though you've got the style guide uploaded and you've told it to do things a certain way, they can say, write an email about XYZ and use Master Purcell's style, and then they can attach the style guide um, to that request or that prompt. You got to be careful with all of these systems to expect a little bit, like I was saying with the training idea, that if you tell it only use this verbiage for my thing, or put this information, or never use these words or whatever, and you tell it this stuff, it'll forget that after a while. So one thing that I think is important as you guys explore this kind of stuff is you may end up getting frustrated because, well, I already told you to do that. It's not like a regular computer system where you tell it to do instruction 1, 2, 3, 4, and it will always repeat 1, 2, 3, 4. It's, I want you to do 1, 2, 3, 4, and then if you say do it like the last one, it won't necessarily do that. So creating a style guide and then have that can be exported as a document is helpful for what Jason's project is. And I think that's something everybody could do.